Offset money. That lie, that rumor came out 2 years ago. What the are you still talking about it for, bro? What are you?
I know today has been an eventful day. I don't pay mind to none of that. Like, I don't care about none of that. I don't want you to put me none of that. I don't know if y'all been getting clues from me for my live. I mean, I don't know if you guys been getting clues from me for my lives or from my stories when I put some certain music or from my own followings. When it comes for today's events and stuff, I don't know if it's true. I don't think it's true. I don't care to find out because I've been single for a minute now, but I have been afraid to I'm not afraid, I just don't know how to tell the world. But I feel like today has been like a
Buckle up because what I'm about to spill makes love and hip-hop, Zeus Network, and every Kardashian meltdown combined look like a kindergarten disagreement over crayons. The streets are whispering, the blogs are overheating. And your favorite messy celebrities are allegedly out here forming alliances like it's Celebrity Avengers, Toxic Edition. Because, yes, you read the title correctly. Cardi B and Blueface are reportedly pairing up to expose Chrisean Rock's 2023 lies. This isn't drama. This is drama deluxe, supersized with extra seasoning and 0 receipts needed. The kind of scandal where even TMZ would lean in like, wait, run that back? The kind of chaos where your notifications start shaking? Like, please turn me off. I wasn't built for this level of foolishness. 1 minute everyone's minding their business. The next minute, Blueface is allegedly playing whistleblower. Cardi B is allegedly co-signing. And Chrisean Rocks. Old claims from 2023 are being dragged out of the grave like a zombie looking for round 2. If secrets had expiration dates, these ones just came back from the dead with a gym membership. And trust me, what you're about to hear will make you question everything you thought you knew, from the moment the blogs caught a whiff of this chaos. The internet reacted like someone had plugged the entire culture into a malfunctioning power socket. Everything started glitching, timelines froze. Comment sections erupted. Even people who pretend they don't care about celebrity drama were refreshing their feeds every 4 seconds like undercover detectives with a caffeine problem. Because who in their right mind would have predicted Cardi B and Blueface? Human earthquakes who usually only collide with the force of a Twitter. Arguments suddenly aligning like the planets in some messy zodiac prophecy. People said it was impossible. People said it was unrealistic. People also said Blueface should have retired his phone privileges years ago. But here we are. Allegedly, because we love a good allegedly. These two decided enough was enough with Chrisean Rock's infamous 2023 storyline. You remember that storyline? The claims. The drama. The she said, he tweeted, they fought. Zeus filmed it. And the internet pretended to be therapist Sarah. It was the digital Wild West. A lawless time when every rumor felt like it had a gym membership and protein shake sponsorship. But here's where things get cinematic. According to sources that probably should not be trusted but are absolutely entertaining. Cardi B and Blueface supposedly got tired of being dragged into the Chrisean narrative every time she sneezed online. Apparently, every sneeze came with a new conspiracy, a new accusation, or a new exclusive she spilled on live at 3 a.m. while eating hot Cheetos. Cardi B, who has spent most of 2023 dodging drama like it's flying bricks, allegedly had her moment of, you know what? Enough. And Blueface, who wakes up every day choosing chaos like it's breakfast, reportedly said, bet. Let's clear things up. The rumor started in the quietest way possible, meaning someone posted a blurry screenshot with more pixels missing than present, claiming Cardi had liked a comment dragging Chrisean's 2023 statements. That was it. That was all the evidence needed for the internet to ignite like dry grass meeting a flamethrower. Suddenly, people were analyzing the screenshot like it was the Zapruder film, zooming in, circling details, enhancing nonsense. Meanwhile, Blueface hopped online acting cryptic. Talking about truth always comes out, and some of y'all believed the wrong one. Oh, the internet devoured that like it was Thanksgiving leftovers. From there, a storyline unfolded so fast even Netflix would have said, "Slow down, we can't greenlight this without at least pretending to read the script." Background drama started resurfacing like old receipts nobody asked for. People dug up every interview clip, every deleted tweet, every accidental live stream where someone's elbow hit go live. And suddenly, the digital jury reopened Chrisean's old 2023 claims as if they were in a courtroom built entirely out of Wi-Fi and bad decisions. Let's rewind that cinematic tape. Back in 2023, Chrisean Rock had dropped more bombshells than a Michael Bay film. Emotional revelations, cryptic tweets, accidental exposures, fights, reconciliations, pregnancies, betrayals, apologies that sounded like threats that sounded like lullaby. She was the entire genre section of Netflix by herself, and the world ate it up. People treated her drama like a seasonal subscription. But the part that allegedly rubbed Cardi and Blueface wrong was how often their names got tied into her narrative. Every time Chrisean breathed near a microphone, someone somewhere turned it into a headline. Cardi said this. Blueface hinted that. Beyonce probably knows something. Elon Musk might be involved. The internet was hallucinating storylines like a fandom writing fan fiction on expired energy drinks. So here we are, with Cardi B and Blueface, celebrities whose drama alone could melt a steel beams, supposedly teaming up like some chaotic coalition of the Fadoop. Not exactly Avengers Endgame, but definitely Avengers and Der career if you think we're quiet. When people heard Cardi might speak on Chrisean, the collective gasp echoed across social media like a global group chat malfunctioning. Fans didn't know whether to prepare popcorn or protective gear. Some were rooting for Cardi to spill every syllable she had ever locked inside her vocal cords. Others were terrified, whispering, if Cardi starts exposing people, we might not have celebrities left by morning. Meanwhile, Blueface acted like this was the best movie premiere of his life. He hopped online with the energy of someone who'd been rehearsing his monologue in the mirror for at least 48 hours, posting cryptic messages like he was auditioning for a role in a conspiracy thriller, dropping hints like a breadcrumb trail made entirely of petty. Chrisean, of course, didn't stay quiet. She never has. And honestly, we respect the consistency. She allegedly fired back with her own comments, vague posts, and eye-roll emojis that somehow carried 900 pounds of attitude. And the internet. The internet became a battleground. TikTok was doing forensic analysis on screenshots. Twitter was constructing dissertations. Instagram went from a photo-sharing app to a digital boxing ring. Suddenly, everyone had a theory, and all the theories were messy. Cardi's exposing Chrisean. Blueface is clout chasing. This is all PR. This is a simulation. This is karma. This is entertainment at its finest. By noon, the internet went from confused to exhilarated to emotionally dehydrated. But the real tension started when industry insiders, because there's always insiders, claimed that Cardi allegedly wanted to expose inconsistencies in Chrisean's 2023 narrative. According to these suspiciously convenient sources, Cardi felt some of the stuff Chrisean said back then spiraled into full-blown misinformation that affected people way outside the drama bubble. Blueface, on the other hand, supposedly wanted to correct the record out of pure pettiness. That tracks. Imagine these two sitting together, scrolling through old screenshots, sipping tea like judges on a talent show of chaos. Iconic. Maybe dangerous? Absolutely. Entertaining. Beyond measure. Every blog began posting like they were in competition for messiest headline of the century. Cardi and Blueface unite. Chrisean's 2023 claims revisited. Truth bombs incoming. Brace for impact. It was like watching hurricane warnings, except the hurricane had acrylic nails and a rap career. The background layers kept unfolding. Old beefs resurfaced. Old lives resurfaced. Old lovers resurfaced. Even people who had nothing to do with this drama suddenly trended because someone mistagged them. It was a digital earthquake with aftershocks stretching across platforms. Yet underneath all the chaos, one thing became clear. Whatever Cardi B and Blueface were planning, whether a simple clarification, a shade-filled post, a full-on expose, or a casual petty moment, the world was ready to witness hurricane-level mess. And deep down, everyone knew. If Cardi really starts talking, if Blueface really starts dropping receipts, Chrisean responds with that signature wildfire energy. This won't just be drama. This will be a cultural event, a digital apocalypse, a saga so chaotic, future historians will need therapy. And that was only the beginning. Just when you thought the internet had caught its breath, the next wave hit like a neon-colored tsunami of chaos. Memes exploded. TikTok challenges appeared overnight. People were editing Cardi and Blueface into every dramatic movie scene imaginable. The Godfather, Jaws, Titanic, because, apparently, no film was dramatic enough to capture the energy of this scandal. One viral edit even had Chrisean Rock's 2023 lies being erased by Cardi with a laser beam. Iconic. Absolutely. Historically accurate. Not even close. Entertaining. 10/10. Celebrities couldn't resist wading into the chaos either. Some, like Lil Baby, seemed confused, posting cryptic emojis that basically translated to, "I'm too old for this nonsense." Others jumped in like it was the Met Gala of clout. Influencers were spinning commentary faster than a tilt-a-whirl on steroids, debating everything from Blueface's motivation to Cardi's strategic timing. Even pop stars who weren't involved, yes, looking at you. Doja Cat were dragged into fan theories just because someone vaguely mentioned Cardi's circle. The internet, as always, had no chill. Meanwhile, the public outrage reached levels previously reserved for major political scandals. Comment sections looked like digital battlefields. Half the people were defending Chrisean, half were cheering Cardi and Blueface on. Half were cheering Cardi and Blueface on. Like gladiators entering an arena, and some were just there for the popcorn, slipping in one-liners like, "This makes the Super Bowl halftime show look like a knitting club. Pure gold." And the twists. Oh, the twists were delicious. Just when everyone assumed Cardi and Blueface were simply collaborating on a few subtle posts, screenshots started leaking blurred. Of course, because if a screenshot isn't blurry, is it even real? These leaked messages allegedly showed Cardi laughing at Chrisean's old statements, while Blueface added commentary so petty it could have been a full-fledged Netflix comedy special. Lines like, "Did she really say that?" and "Somebody save the internet, please," circulated like wildfire. Fans were losing their minds. Reactions ranged from "I can't believe this is happening" to "Cancel me. I'm done. The internet broke again." Then came the wild public analogies. One TikTok user compared Chrisean's 2023 lies being exposed to the collapse of the Titanic, but with more sass and better wardrobe choices. Another meme went viral showing Cardi as Gandalf, Blueface as Legolas, and Chrisean as the Balrog of lies. The creativity, off the charts. The internet had officially become a meme factory, fueled entirely by chaos and caffeine. Celebrity reactions weren't just digital, they were personal. Some posted subtweets so sharp you could cut diamonds with them. Others, like fan-favorite rappers and influencers, weighed in with emotional commentary, crying into their phones about the injustice of it all or pretending to. One particularly dramatic IG story captioned, "I survived 2023. But this is next level," perfectly summed up the collective exhaustion and thrill. And of course, the reactions weren't limited to the United States. International fans joined in, translating the chaos into multiple languages, adding subtitles, GIFs, and existential commentary. Meanwhile, the fan base engagement was insane. People were live tweeting every minor update, dissecting every emoji, analyzing every double tap, and crafting conspiracy theories more elaborate than most detective novels. It wasn't just a scandal, it was a digital sport, with points awarded for accuracy, sarcasm, and the ability to predict the next viral explosion. Forums turned into war rooms. YouTube comment sections became lecture halls, and Reddit. Reddit was on fire. Threads stretched hundreds of posts deep, with people arguing over whether Cardi and Blueface's alleged collaboration was motivated by justice, clout, or just plain boredom. Spoiler alert, it was probably a mix of all three. And then the media frenzy. Blogs, tabloids, and news outlets couldn't resist spinning headlines dripping with exaggeration. Cardi B joins forces with Blueface to expose Chrisean Rock. 2023 lies finally uncovered. Is this the end of Chrisean Rock's reign? The headlines screamed like a fire alarm while the articles themselves danced around speculation, opinion, and of course, exaggerated sources who may or may not exist. Everyone was thirsty for drama, and the media was the digital bartender pouring shots nonstop. Even the memes took a life of their own. One viral post compared Chrisean's 2023 lies to Voldemort's Horcruxes fragmented, impossible to destroy, and somehow endlessly inconvenient. Another, equally savage, edited Cardi B and Blueface into the Matrix, dodging lies like bullets in slow motion. The comparisons were wild yet somehow perfectly fitting. People didn't just want scandal, they wanted spectacle. And this delivered like a fireworks show in Times Square. As the narrative escalated, the drama became cyclical. Every response triggered another round of commentary, another meme, another reaction video, until it felt like the scandal had created its own ecosystem. Algorithms fed it, fans fed it, celebrities fed it. The story wasn't just trending, it was evolving. One minute you were laughing, the next you were shocked, then outraged, then exhausted. And the cycle repeated like a hamster on a caffeine-fueled wheel. By this point, Chrisean was allegedly responding to some of the chaos, which only fueled the next round. Her posts were cryptic, fiery, and calculated like a chess master moving pawns for maximum drama. The world didn't just watch it analyzed. Every punctuation mark, emoji, and deleted comment became part of a narrative puzzle. People were theorizing about what she really meant, what she was hiding, and what the next chaotic move would be. It was like watching reality TV on steroids, but 24/7, with no commercial breaks. And through it all, the tension didn't just linger, it multiplied. Cardi and Blueface weren't just participants. They were accelerators. Every post, every like, every cryptic comment turned into digital ammunition. Fans and media alike were caught in a feedback loop of speculation, outrage, and hilarity. The internet had officially reached peak chaotic energy, and nobody knew where the bottom or the next twist was. So yes, as memes exploded, celebrities reacted. And the public went absolutely berserk. One thing was clear. This wasn't just another scandal. This was a full-blown cultural earthquake. And the aftershocks were only just beginning. Part 3, minus 700 words by the time the dust started to settle. The aftermath was nothing short of cinematic chaos. Social media feeds looked like battlefields, comment sections resembled war zones, and the memes. Oh, the memes had mutated into a species of their own, thriving independently of logic or sanity. Cardi B and Blueface had allegedly done what most celebrity teams wouldn't dare. They turned a simmering 2023 drama into a full-blown digital apocalypse, with Chrisean Rock caught in the eye of the storm. The consequences? It's brutal. Reputations shifted faster than a stock market crash. People who had casually liked or shared Chrisean's 2023 posts suddenly faced moral outrage from strangers who apparently had nothing better to do. Friends whispered. Influencers panicked. Even minor figures associated with the saga saw their engagement spike to insane levels. Because in 2023's chaos economy, any attention is currency. Meanwhile, Cardi B was praised, criticized, and memed in equal measure. Blueface. Well, he simply enjoyed the chaos like a cat in a room full of laser pointers. His clout soared, his ego ballooned, and somewhere in Los Angeles, a PR team wept quietly into a spreadsheet. Public perception swung like a pendulum in a hurricane. Some hailed Cardi and Blueface as heroes of truth, unmasking lies and restoring cosmic balance. Others called them petty, chaotic, and borderline reckless. Chrisean, of course, remained a polarizing figure. Her 2023 claims were dissected, replayed, and scrutinized in ways that felt almost ritualistic. Analysts, bloggers, and even casual viewers debated for hours on whether she had misrepresented facts or simply got caught in a maelstrom beyond her control. The truth. Nobody really cared. The story was the star, and every participant was just a prop in the spectacle. Then came the cultural ripple effects. Memes became historical artifacts. Reaction videos multiplied like rabbits on Red Bull. TikTok creators staged reenactments. YouTube's commentators analyzed every word. Every post, every deleted screenshot, as if deciphering a Da Vinci Code of celebrity chaos. Even late-night hosts couldn't resist. Jokes about Cardi and Blueface versus Chrisean Rock, the reckoning slipped into monologues. Late-night memes went viral, and suddenly, this scandal had transcended platforms. It had entered pop culture lore. Relationships were impacted too. Alleged alliances shifted overnight. Former friends found themselves at odds. Collaborators reconsidered projects. Even fans reevaluated loyalty, flipping like pancakes on a griddle at the slightest hint of a new leak. Some tried to stay neutral, but neutrality in this drama was like standing in quicksand, while wearing concrete boots, impossible and increasingly dangerous. Every like, comment, or retweet was a statement. Every emoji carried weight. Every deleted post was scrutinized like it was a confession in court. And yet, amid all the chaos, one thing became painfully clear. The digital world loves this kind of mess. Scandals don't just happen, they evolve. They gain momentum. They create mini-universes of speculation, outrage, and entertainment that no one can escape. Cardi B and Blueface's alleged expos didn't just highlight past lies, it created a living, breathing saga that fans, critics, and casual scrollers couldn't look away from. By the end, Chrisean Rock's 2023 narrative had been dissected, mocked, analyzed, and, in some corners, vindicated. But nothing could erase the fact that this scandal had reached legendary status. Future historians, or at least Twitter historians, would look back and say, "Remember when Cardi and Blueface allegedly teamed up to expose the lies of 2023? That was the moment the internet collectively lost its mind." And they wouldn't be exaggerating. Every screenshot, every meme, every cryptic post had contributed to a cultural earthquake that left everyone shaken, entertained, and slightly traumatized. But here's the kicker. While this chapter concluded with public outrage, viral memes, and clout overload, the saga wasn't over. Social media doesn't sleep. Celebrities don't retire from chaos. Leaks happen. Drama evolves. And in true secret scoop fashion, one can only assume that the next scandal is already brewing, waiting to detonate like fireworks over a hurricane. The internet may have survived this storm, but trust me, the calm is only temporary. Because in the world of Cardi, Blueface, and Chrisean, chaos isn't just inevitably, it's guaranteed. And so, as the dust settles and the memes continue to circulate like digital confetti, one thing is certain: this story will be referenced, remixed, and retold for years. Not because it was clean, not because it was fair, but because it was Spectre. Fair, but because it was Spectre.